Hello, and welcome to the Planetary Light Grid Network. This is Edlin's Ascension Show. I'm your host, Edlin, and I'm going to be bringing you insights, knowledge, and guidance from our teachers, masters, and healers to help you find and live a life on purpose. We invite you to stick around, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Today, I'm sharing a very special interview with Peter Mt Shasta, who was given his name by Ascended Master Saint Germain, who appeared before him in physical form in Muir Woods, California in 1973. He was offered the opportunity to ascend, but after Saint Germain showed him the suffering of humanity, he chose to stay in embodiment to be of service. As a result of that decision, he was sent to Mount Shasta, where he was trained for several years by Pearl Doris, former director of the I Am Sanctuary of San Francisco, and assistant to Godfrey Ray King, founder of the Saint Germain Foundation and author of Unveiled Mysteries. Except for various travels and retreats, Peter has continued to live in Mount Shasta. He is the author of many books, some autobiographical, which teach us how to use the I Am affirmations to bring the teachings of the Ascended Masters into fruition in our daily lives. Recently, his focus has been to bring meditative teachings from the Far East into union with the I Am consciousness. Thank you, Peter. Thank you so much for being here with us. Okay, Peter, I would love to hear about the violet flame, and I've been asking some of the people that we work with, like, what is the violet flame? Because I like to start there and just hear like what it is like to you.
Okay. Well, violet is in the white light. We just don't see it usually, but under certain circumstances, we do see it with our physical eyes, like in the rainbow. When the light of the sun hits the raindrops, they're refracted just like with a crystal, and we'll see red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, indigo, so on. So the violet is there all the time in the sunlight, but under certain circumstances, we will see it more clearly, or it will stand out. There are photographs people take on not just Mount Shasta, but other places out in nature where they will see violet, violet aura around them, or an orb of violet light. And so the light is very much influenced by our own consciousness. So like if people are feeling a lot of anger, they may see red coming from their solar plexus, red light, and when people are invoking healing, sometimes there's green light, But frequently, like if you have a room of people meditating, even if they're not thinking of violet, you may see a violet tinge to the room if you have your eyes open. Sometimes I've led group meditations, and sometimes out of the corner of my eye, I will see violet in the room. And as we increase the frequency, that violet comes through more and more. So violet is like considered one of the highest frequencies of light. So, and it's very purifying. So that's why Saint Germain has asked us at this time to invoke violet light, or he calls it the violet consuming flame. And you'll see it in this picture, the picture behind me here. That's a painting of the I Am presence. So the I Am presence is your higher self, which is really a ball of light. So that's basically God, your own individualized God presence. Wow. And it sends a tube of light down into your physical body. Now, there are other bodies also you have at different frequencies. So you have a soul also, which some people call the higher mental body. Um, in India, they have other names for it. But this is a body you go out in, like when your physical body goes to sleep at night, you would go out in that body. And these bodies are doing different things throughout the day while your physical body is busy. And you may actually be interfacing with the ascended masters and the angels and so on. But that tube of light comes down, is anchored in not the heart, but around under the sternum. That's where they call it the Jyoti in Sanskrit. The sacred flame is anchored, and that's what keeps you alive. But you can ask for your higher self to extend that tube of violet light, which you'll see, where is it? In the painting, they have accentuated it, and ask for that to come around you to protect you during the day and also at night, and to purify you. It burns up negative thoughts, it burns up karma, and it protects you from any like negative thought forms or entities, you know. And as you become more in touch with the light within yourself, you can send it out to others, or send it out to the whole world. And that's a great gift that you have, that Saint Germain has given us. The violet light has always existed, but he is the first one in modern times to give instruction on how to use the violet flame. And that is why he had me write the book, I Am Violet Tara. I'm not sure. You can show it, whatever. I have 2 books on Violet Tara, and she is an aspect of our own consciousness, like the other deities. So you just imagine that you are a goddess of violet fire. And first you see her in front of you, like a beautiful goddess dressed in violet robes. And perhaps she's wearing an amethyst, necklace or something, or an amethyst pendant on her chest. And you develop a relationship with her and express your love and willing to be of service. And gradually she dissolves into you, and you feel that you are her, and then you say, I am Violet Tara, sending violet fire to the world, or violet healing light, dissolving and consuming everything less than perfection. And your thoughts create your reality, your thoughts and your feelings, So instead of turning on the news in the morning and dwelling on all the negative stories, you can turn on the violet fire instead and have a beautiful day, and be of service. This is so great because instead of having to get together in a physical group, you can sit in your room wherever you are in the world and send out this violet light and be a blessing, not only to your family, but to your community and to the entire planet, and just visualize that violet light going out and seeing the whole earth enfolded in violet fire,
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and if you have a hard time with that, you can surround yourself with violet objects, Like I have a stone here. Excuse me, it disappeared for a minute. This is made of glass, but it doesn't make any difference. I bought it in town at Soul Connections, I think, and I have it on my desk, and it just reminds me of the violet fire. It holds that kind of energy. You don't have to buy an actual amethyst, although it's nice to have one of those also.
Yeah.
But if you have pictures of violet or anything with violet, or even wear a violet scarf. It's just a reminder, but gradually you'll begin to see violet. Like a lot of people have told me that when they were reading my book on the violet Tara, they started seeing violet light in the room. And when I say the mantra, I mean, even the first time I said it, I am violet Tara, I am the purity God desires. I started seeing violet, and it was more like I could feel it, the purifying quality,
Wow.
And if you can even imagine that you're up above the earth with your hands out, see yourself as a goddess sending violet light from the palm of each hand and from your heart down, and even from your third eye down to the earth. See the whole earth enveloped in violet light, and this
Wow.
will do a lot to help people, or if you know a friend who's not feeling well or depressed or something, I am violet fire going forth, dissolving and consuming anything less than perfection. I am Tara of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Or you could say the Sanskrit, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Swaha. I mean, that's the
That's hard to say.
general Tara mantra. But I think those of us that speak English or whatever language you speak, to say something with the word violet in it. So, Edwin, are you doing healing work these days?
Not yet. I'm kind of forming that as I'm trying to figure out where I fit in all of this. Yeah. I learned so much every single day, and every single day I'm like lighter right now is the best way to say that. Every single day it's like I don't know how much better I can feel, so it's really time to like start bringing other people in on things and showing other people the way. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do that.
Well, I'm sure you'll be shown.
Yes, thank you for this. This
You
has
say, I
been
am the great divine director of my life and world. I am the resurrection and the life of my divine mission on earth, now made fully manifest.
yes, may it fully manifest. It is fully manifesting.
I mean, even our talk is manifesting.
Yes.
And people don't have to think that their work is some big thing like being famous on the internet or something like that. You can be a savior of humanity just sitting alone in your room and doing the meditation and sending light out, sending violet light out, or just being a conscious, just even being happy is a great service.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that.
Mhm. Now, I mentioned that, that being, where is it, over here, that's a picture of Saint Germain up here, who gave these teachings to Godfrey Ray King in the 1930s. So, and he can appear in many different forms, and he has a very good sense of humor.
That's
So,
fantastic. Thank you so much.
my pleasure, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Hope to talk with you again sometime.
Yes, I would love that.
And thank you, Amanda, for help setting this up and introducing me to Edwin.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
So, my love to everybody.
Thank you.
Much love, Peter.
Thank you. Thank you.
I truly hope you enjoyed the video and got some useful information. We'd love to see your comments and questions below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends, and hit that bell so you don't miss our videos. Every Thursday at 7:30 Pacific, you can catch my show, Edlin's Ascension Show. Every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, you can catch Alyssa's New Earth Aura Reading Show. Also, every other Sunday, we are going live with Light Grid meditations. And as you know, the more we all get together at the same time to meditate, the more powerful we are. So I hope to see you there.